Okay, well, what were your findings?
Well, where do I begin?
I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna cry. I'm just still shaking. Like, it's very fucking shocking and traumatic being served, you know? Like, that's what really, like, has me, like, so freaked out. You know, like I said, it's just been such a struggle, and I'm just so tired of struggling, and just the idea of having to, like, keep on struggling. It's just, like, I don't know if I can do this.
Well, it looks like Kaceytron isn't laughing anymore. She finally realizes that this could ruin her life. It seems to have finally dawned on her that what she is involved in is a super serious situation. Her attitude from last stream, where she was essentially laughing everything off and claiming Ethan lied about her and edited her smoking into the content nuke just to make her look bad, and just generally not taking things seriously, well, that is gone. Now that she has been served, she isn't laughing anymore. Weird how that works, right? She has basically been having an existential crisis on the fact of how much this is going to cost her. And she says it might affect her ability to help her family. People are saying that she should have the money for this because she went viral on Twitch years ago. But Casey insists she doesn't have it. And honestly, I do believe her. But her reasoning for not having it seems a bit off. She seems to believe that it's because she's a woman and not part of the boys club, as well as a bunch of other family problems that happened during the time she went viral. Some people are saying that is just all excuses. And while it could come off like that, I do believe her that she doesn't have the money for this. All right, let's take a look at how she introduced her stream yesterday and how she is just clearly devastated. And before you ask, no, I did not put that fart sound effect there. That is just one of her stream alerts. All right, let's check this out.
Hi, everyone. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna cry. Let me sit down. Sorry, like I said, I'm like freaking out. Yeah, I just got served today. What happened is, I don't know, I was just like inside but I don't know, sorry. I'm just like, the way that I'm being like clipped and everything, like people are just like being so disingenuous about like the things that they're spreading about me, you know, but yeah, my dad answered the door and somebody made him take these papers or whatever. Oh, yeah, let me put on, sorry, I'm just still shaking. Like, it's very fucking shocking and traumatic being served, you know? It's like, no, I haven't gotten a lawyer yet because I honestly I don't know. It's like hard to take it seriously, you know? It's hard to take it seriously just with how like the whole document is and like the things people are saying about me and like the things I'm being attacked over for smoking weed and shit. You know, I was planning on starting to look into like lawyers and stuff today, but I didn't think that I'd get served yet or that I would even get served. But I guess I heard it's Ethan's birthday. The next thing I know, my dad comes in and he's like fucking crying. You know, it's really fucking traumatic to see your dad cry like that. You know, like that's what really like has me like so freaked out, is seeing like how emotional my dad got about it. You know, like, and I know people are gonna be fucking making fun of me for this and like they're gonna be posting like videos of me like crying and laughing at it and whatnot, you know, like I don't know, like I'm sure like what you guys are watching right now, like every fucking incel community that's been attacking me relentlessly for like the past 10 years is going to use it for YouTube clips because they literally make careers out of bullying women like me. And I'm just so fucking tired. I'm just so fucking tired of constantly being harassed by this shit, you know? Like, for the past 3 or 4 months, I've really just been like, I just want to focus on myself and I want to focus on my community. I want to focus on being funny. I want to be one of those people who's just a breath of fresh air, you know, somebody who people can watch to escape and get away from it all. I just want to be focused on being funny and being giving and focus on, you know, the gays and the girls and the people who uplift me so much. You know, like we just got done doing our Trans Lifeline fundraiser and it just made me so happy. You know, like I said, it's just been such a struggle and I'm just so tired of struggling, and just the idea of having to like keep on struggling and it just be an ongoing thing for like the next several years of my life. It's just like, I don't know if I can do this. Thank you guys so much. Like, honestly, I don't know. Whenever I found out I got served, I was just like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And it's like, well, I guess I'm gonna fucking go live and bitch about it to my stream because that's all I fucking know. You know what I mean?
Look, I honestly do feel bad for you. That's not to say that I don't think you did what you definitely did do. But this really just comes off like you're trying to point at yourself and be like, look, hey, look how much of a good person I am. I don't deserve this. You should donate money to me to solve this problem, 'cause I'm such a good person. Which I think you would have came off better in general if you just showed how upset you were without doing that. I think you pushed that just a bit much this stream, to be honest. Regardless if that's actually how you feel and whatnot. But you could see it in her face. She is clearly very, very worried about this. I honestly think seeing her dad that shocked and upset like slapped some sense into her. That this isn't all fun and games anymore. It's affecting her family. And what do you mean it was hard to take this seriously and you haven't gotten a lawyer yet? You did set up that GoFundMe a few days ago explicitly for a lawyer, did you not? You're saying you really didn't think you would get served. Well, if that was the case, then why did you even open a GoFundMe? I feel like you would have waited until after being served if you just didn't believe it. I'm really not trying to insinuate anything, but it is weird. Anyway, like, I really do hope your family doesn't get affected by this, because they really don't deserve to suffer for your actions. All because you wanted to laugh at Ethan and create a market replacement for his work. Like, people think this social media stuff is just fun in games, but that's till the real world consequences come for your irresponsible behavior. Streamers have been treating copyright quite irresponsibly for a long, long time now. Just assuming nothing would ever happen beyond maybe a DMCA. Well, something did happen. Anyway, looks like Kaceytron is letting the trolls get to her in terms of her not being able to afford this. Check this out.
You know, like all of these people that are like, well, Kaceytron should have money. She was famous 10 years ago whenever she was a titty streamer. Like, yeah, whenever I was famous 10 years ago, whenever I went viral on Twitch, that was literally the worst time in my life, because along with that and being attacked by incels, my mother was literally in an extremely abusive relationship. So to all of the people that are like, well, how did she not have any money from whenever she was famous? I don't know. It's because of the fact that whenever I was blowing up and going viral on Twitter, I had to hide, that I would literally have to fake disconnect from my stream. I would have to fake disconnect to my stream to go and drive over to my mother's house because she called me and just left the phone on the table and I could hear a man hitting her. You know? It's just like so tiresome just not having control of your own narrative and having people spread lies about you and make it sound like, oh, she's a piece of shit. Yeah, she did go viral, but nothing happened with it. You know, like people like, yeah, Kaceytron should be way more famous than she is. She's actually funny, but she became a drug addict. That's not true. I've always been funny. I should be more famous than I am, but I'm not, because I'm not a man. And that's just the truth. And I know all of the incels will be like, oh, here she goes again, claiming sexism. Like, then what the else is it? Because I'm pretty sure even a room of people that hate me were laughing at my jokes.
Look, I get it. Family issues, the struggle. Yeah, it all really does suck. I'm gonna give you some real advice right now, Kaceytron. Even though you really seem to make yourself unlikable on purpose, but this is just me being honest right now. You shouldn't even be responding to these guys. But doing so with excuses as to why you aren't rich just doesn't come off good at all. This is exactly the type of material that they're gonna use against you. You should have just not responded to those people at all. They are trying to fight with you. Their objective is to get you to respond exactly how you're doing it right now. Your family issues and your expenses are none of their business. My 2 cents is that you should have just stuck to showing that you are emotionally devastated and stick to fundraising. But that's just my 2 cents on what the smarter play is.
Like, literally what I was looking forward to this year was being able to use some of my time and resources to help my mother build a tiny home. Like, my mom lives in a trailer court, and they've been like upping her rent every year, and right now she's paying like nearly $800 a month just on lot rent. And that doesn't even include like what she pays for a trailer. Like, she's literally paying like $1,300 a month to live in a trailer in the middle of nowhere, Missouri. You know? Like, they've literally priced poor people out of trailer parks. I don't know. Like, I'm basically just talking about how I've struggled so much and how the idea of all this is really just like a lot. It's just a lot. It's just a lot whenever you've already struggled so much and you've seen your family struggle so much. Like, poverty really sucks. Poverty really sucks. It seems like it's never ending, right? No, that's what I guess, like, that's my point. It's just like, God, I felt like I was like finally to a point where I had my head above water, where I could like focus on myself, and literally like the next thing on my checklist was, okay, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get my mom stable shelter, because she's struggling so much with trying to upkeep her costs of living at a trailer, because the fucking capitalists have priced poor people out of trailer homes. I don't know, like, that's one of the things that concerns me, is like how this will affect my ability to care for the people that I love and care about, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just so tired of struggling. I'm so tired of struggling. I'm so tired of seeing my family struggle. I'm so tired of seeing the people that I love struggle. I'm so tired of seeing everyone struggle, man. Are we in court right now? I'm sorry, I'm just talking about my feelings. I'm allowed to do that. Like, I'm allowed to talk about my feelings. Like, Ethan can't sue me for talking about my feelings in the way that I feel right now.
Look, a good amount of this actually does resonate with me. The struggle does suck. Poverty does suck. I totally get wanting to help your mother. I totally get you being worried about your ability to help your family financially after all this. Some people might think you're just trying to hype this whole bit up just for donations, but nah, I do believe you. But considering all of that, why the hell would you be so irresponsible doing what you did. You should be protecting all of that by not putting yourself in this situation by blatantly stealing his content. Look, I get it. Streamers have hypnotized themselves into believing that copyright doesn't apply to them if they put their face cam in the corner. But that's not the case. That has never been the case. Fair use requires a lot more than that. Regardless of your thoughts on this, the live streaming community has been asking for something like this to happen for a long time. And to be quite frank, it's actually totally insane that it hasn't happened yet. Well, it looks like Judgment Day has come. And if things pan out the way I think they might in this situation, then Ethan will be correct. This will completely change YouTube and Twitch forever. And hopefully that doesn't create an overly broad precedent, but if it wasn't Ethan suing Denims, Frogan, and Kaceytron, it would be somebody else suing another streamer, like Hassan or something. This was an inevitability. Anyway, guys, I said my bit. I hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you want to see more content like this, YouTube thinks you're gonna like this video right here.